What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick demonstration over the Donner DDP-80 digital piano. It is an 88 key keyboard that has hammer action and weighted keys on this thing. Before we get started, I want to send a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is Donner, for sending this keyboard over to me. I appreciate that again. And I guess before we get started, I know this shot looks kind of crazy. I promise y'all I'm not in an interrogation room right now. This is just the wall that the piano normally sits against, and I had to turn everything around. Really, I do have pictures and stuff that go here, but you can see all that glare that's going on in the pictures. So I had to take the pictures down. I know none of y'all care about that, but that's why it's looking all crazy in this video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into talking about this piano a little bit. All right, guys, so I kind of wanted to show you where I have the piano at. This is currently how it normally sits. I just had to turn it around for the video. As you see here, I have the pedal down here, and then I have just a little table next to it in case I want to put some beverages or anything like that on top of it, but it looks beautiful in its spot. I had to put it in my living room because as you see back here in the studio, sorry, it's a little messy back here on my desk, but it's kind of full back here, so I couldn't really fit it in this room anywhere because I just have stuff everywhere here. So it's kind of like sitting right in front of the door, but I think it's a good spot for it. I really couldn't put it nowhere else in my living room because I have stuff everywhere, as you can see. So yeah, that's kind of where it's sitting at right now. So some things to note, this piano is going to come with this 3-stage pedal. So as you're looking at the pedals do different things. So like this left one, it's going to soften out the notes. This middle one will just catch one note. And then this one right here, this right one is your sustain. I know it looks backwards, but I'm not gonna be able to show that in the video, but I will play it and give you a demonstration of that in the video so you can see what exactly the pedals are doing. I also wanna say it does come with this music sheet right here. So as you guys can see, it comes with this. It slides right out. You can take it off. You don't need it if you don't want it. I'm gonna take it off for the rest of this demonstration, but you can put it there or you can take it off. You can do whatever it is that you want. What that will kind of do for you is it will free up some space, and then you can kind of use this desktop for other things. And then another thing that I like about this piano is it's really easy to set up. So if you wanted to make this like a workstation, you can work with this as a workstation. So you see there's enough space for me to put my interface up there, some speakers, some monitors, my computer. And then as you guys know, you can use the piano as a MIDI keyboard. It just works good as like a little workstation too, if you wanted to use it in this way. All right, so I haven't mentioned this yet. It does support USB MIDI. I guess I just showed you guys a clip with the workstation, but it does include USB MIDI, so you can hook this up and use it as a MIDI controller. It has 188 max polyphony, so you can get down and busy with this thing on whatever it is that you're using with it. It comes with 2 speakers in the bottom. So since it's a digital piano, it's going to come with 2 different 25-watt speakers in the bottom of the actual keyboard. It's also going to come with 40 free melodics lessons. So you can get on melodics right away and get jamming out and, take some lessons if you want to. The lower notes are going to be a little more weighted than the higher notes. And there is also no MIDI out on this. So unfortunately, you're not able to use this with other synthesizers and run MIDI out or whatever. I think that would take this to the next level though, if you could do that. All right, so enough of that. Let's go ahead and hear how this thing sounds. Of course, most of you guys know I am not a key player. You know what I'm saying? I can just play some chords and a few notes. So that's what we're kind of gonna do. But I know you guys are waiting to hear the keyboard. So the keyboard does sound like this. All right, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you. As I'm editing this video, I did realize that the interface was putting a little bit of static into that piano sound. So this static that you guys are hearing is not from the piano at all. It's just from the way that I ran the line into the interface. I should have recorded it with the mic. I'm not good. I'm not gonna hold y'all, but I will say one thing that this piano has forced me to do is that since I leave it like right here, it's in the middle of my living room, I don't really walk by it that often. So I will sit down and play like 15, 20 minutes at a time. And I've caught myself, probably practicing 3, 4 times a day. So it has really increased my skills. because I could never play chords with my left hand. And so this is just from the past 2 weeks. I've had this keyboard for 2 weeks. I will tell you guys that this thing is made for tough. So it's got, you know, all wood for the frames. It's got metal legs. This thing weighs about 55 pounds. So it's heavy duty, you know, I mean, it's really straight, man. All right, guys, so when we take a look here at the back of the unit, you'll see here, right here, you have a slot for USB to hook this thing up and use it as a MIDI controller or use it in your DAW. Next to that, you have a line in for your sustain pedal. You have your power, and then next to that, you have your out, and then your in, and then you have your volume, and then this push button right here, allow turns on the piano. And then underneath is where you're gonna put your pedal at. So right here is where the pedal connects to, the 3-stage pedal. So now let's talk about these pedals here real quick. On these pedals, so if I hold down this first pedal, this left pedal, so I'm gonna just push the keys as hard as I possibly can, right? So now if I hold down this pedal, so you can hear the difference in what it's doing. Like when it starts getting louder, that's when I'm letting my foot off the pedal. And when it starts getting quieter and it's dampening that sound a little bit, that's when I put my foot on the pedal. So we'll start with foot off the pedal and then we'll go on. So every time I hold up that one, that just meant I was stepping on the pedal. I'm sorry I couldn't give you guys another angle. I only have so many cameras that are gonna be able to get the angles on this. So then the middle pedal, that one just grabs one note. So you gotta play a note. Kind of similar to sustain, except for if I put down another note, it's not gonna catch those notes as I'm still holding down the pedal, if that makes sense. But if I was to hold sustain down, you can hear all of the notes playing. So this middle pedal is good for, like, let's say I hit these deep notes down here, right? So I'm going to hit the middle pedal and then you're gonna hear it hold on to that low range note, and then I'm gonna push the right pedal, which is the sustain pedal, and then you're gonna notice it's going to start holding all the rest of the notes except for that low note, if that makes sense. So. Then you hear the sustain, but then I let off the sustain, and you can still hear the little, you know, going from the middle pedal. So that's a pretty nice tool in itself there as well, just because I never really knew about a 3-pedal system. Again, I'm not like a keyboard player like that, but I will say, man, being honest, these keys feel absolutely amazing playing them. I mean, I really like this, and you guys can see I have it set up to where I can actually come out here and make beats and cook up on this because it is a lot more fun for me playing on this piano than it is just like a regular MIDI keyboard. So I may have forgot to mention the price of this thing. The price of this is $509 right now. It's on sale. I think it's a great price, you know what I'm saying, for what you're gonna get.
Some, hit the keys.